Hello, I hope you guys have been studying hard for those exams. Yeah, let's look at this question here. It says, figure B7.1 shows a circuit diagram with three different resistors connected to 24 volt supply. So these are the three resistors, okay, that are connected to this 24 volts supply. We have that instrument there labeled A. Now that is an ammeter. So the first question says define resistance. So how do we define resistance? Well, resistance is simply just the opposition to the flow of current. So we are saying this is the opposition. This is the opposition. The opposition to the flow of current. To the flow of current. That is resistance. Question 2 says calculate the total resistance in the circuit. Now let's look at our circuit that we have. We've got three resistors. Alright, so it's very important to take note that these two resistors here are connected in parallel. Okay, then each of these two is in series with this one here. So what we are going to do first is that we are going to deal with these two guys here. Okay, we deal with these two guys that are connected in parallel, and then the value that we're going to get here, we're just going to add it to this one because the total value of these two is in series with this one here. So what I mean is we have this 2 ohms resistor there. We have that 2 ohms resistor there like that. Okay, we're just going to get the total of the total of these two here. Now that total of the two, we can assume it's this one here. It is going to be in series with this one. So we're just going to add them. So let's find the total here. So we say resistance equals R1 multiplied by R2 over R1 plus R2. This is how we find the total resistance when you have two resistors connected in parallel. So the resistance of the two will be equal to, we are saying 3 times 6, right? Say over 3 plus 6. Now the resistance will be equal to 3 times 2, you get what? Sorry, 3 times 6, you get 18 over 9. 18 over 9. So 18 divided by 9, you have 2 ohms. Now, so it's more like we have these 2 ohms here and another 2 ohms there, like that. Have you seen that they're in series with each other there? So now to get the total value, you say RT, meaning total resistance, will be equal to R1 plus R2. So the total resistance will be equal to R1. We can assume it's these two here, that one. So we're saying 2 ohms plus R2 is the total of the two, which is 2 ohms again. So the total resistance will be equal to 4 ohms. So in this case, the total resistance was 4 ohms. Alright, question 3, says what is the current in the circuit? The current in the circuit. Yeah, they're just asking us for the total current. Now, remember that resistance equals voltage over current. So we are saying total resistance in this circuit equals the total voltage in the circuit over the total current in the circuit. Now, what is the total resistance in the circuit? The total resistance is 4 equals, what is the total voltage in the circuit? The total voltage in the circuit is 24 divided by the current that we are looking for. Now, here what are we going to do? We are simply just going to cross multiply. So 4 times current, we get 4 current. 1 times 24 gives us 24. Dividing both sides by 4, the current in this circuit will be equal to 6 amps. So 6 amps or 6 amperes will be the current in the circuit. So 6 amps will be the current. Alright, thank you. See you.